I try to tell y'all, all these bus riders, they don't mean nothing to me. If you ain't driving the bus, don't walk around talking about you're a champion. If you riding the bus, I don't want to hear it. Come on, Shaq, tell them. All these guys walk around with these championship rings. Hey, y'all bus riders. But let me tell you something.
2 in a row, Chuck.
When you the bus driver and you got all that pressure where you have to play well or you're going to get the blame, that's a different animal.
Deficit is 4. Durant pulls a 3. Missed it.
Jokic, 32 points, 12 assists, 10 rebounds. Jamal Murray, 26 points, 10 to shoot.
Edwards. Oh, Edwards!
KD moving from the Suns to the Rockets for Jalen Green, Dillon Brooks, the 10th overall pick.
Durant thought he was going to draw the foul. Durant looking for help. Şengün doesn't find it.
You lose! Good day, sir!
When looking at the Western Conference matchup between the Lakers and Rockets ahead of Game 1, the expectation was that Houston would dominate the series. The Lakers were heavily undermanned, especially with key players like Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves unavailable. On paper, Houston should have controlled this matchup with ease. However, right before Game 1, news broke that Kevin Durant would miss the game due to a mysterious knee issue. While many believed he was slightly banged up, Houston still appeared confident they could win without him.
Kevin Durant was apparently going after a loose ball at practice on Wednesday, and he bumped knees with a teammate.
Charmin Ultra Soft is so soft.
Now, looking at Durant's injury situation in Game 1, do I believe he was actually somewhat hurt? Yes, I do. However, at the same time, Houston likely looked at the matchup and believed they could win without him. The Lakers were so undermanned that risking Durant in Game 1 did not seem necessary. That mindset ultimately backfired, as the Lakers came out and won Game 1 in embarrassing fashion for Houston. Heading into Game 2, with Durant returning, most people expected the series to even out at 1 game each. But that did not happen either. By Game 3, the Lakers trio of LeBron James, Luke Kennard, and Marcus Smart combined for 75 points. Even though the final score looked somewhat close, the Lakers controlled the game from start to finish. And when talking about control, it brings us directly back to Durant, who once again appears stuck in a cycle of playoff struggles, mistakes, and failing to lead his team.
Durant operates over 8. More from him tonight. Durant thought he was going to draw the foul, did.
In the second half of Game 2, Durant was almost completely ineffective. He finished with only one made field goal during a crucial stretch when the game was already slipping away. For a player widely considered one of the greatest scorers of all time, this simply cannot happen. In that second half, he shot poorly, missed free throws, and committed multiple turnovers. Performances like that raise serious concerns about his ability to take over games in high-pressure playoff situations.
5 on the shot clock, Durant. Jackson Hayes got a piece. Starts the break for the Lakers, the lob. Durant had 5 shots in that first quarter, only 4 more since. The double on Durant, taken away by Smart. 6 of 19 in Game 1. Turnover. Durant looking for help. Şengün.
He's choking!
Now, if you are not a fan of Durant, you might say this is simply confirmation bias, and that is understandable to some degree. However, when you look at the growing pattern throughout the 2020s, the playoff struggles continue to add up. In the post-Stephen Curry era, Durant has consistently shown that he is an elite offensive weapon for a championship team, but not necessarily the primary leader who can carry a team to a title. This Rockets team entered the season with championship expectations, not just to reach the finals, but to win it all. After moves like trading away key players to bring in Durant as the final piece, the expectation was clear. Instead, the results have been disappointing, with limited improvement, worse seeding, lack of chemistry, and now the possibility of an early playoff exit. Over the past decade, the common theme has not only been playoff losses, but also ongoing concerns about leadership and team chemistry.
This is fine.
I'm okay with the events that are unfolding currently.
Looking at Houston's overall roster, it is far from perfect, especially on the offensive end. However, the idea was simple. Replace players like Dillon Brooks and Jalen Green with Kevin Durant, an elite scorer, and solve the team's problems. For Rockets fans, Durant was supposed to be the solution. In reality, he has not solved those issues. In Game 2, whenever Durant faced even slight double teams or defensive pressure, he struggled significantly. He forced bad passes, appeared uncomfortable, and finished the game with 9 turnovers, many of which were unforced errors. This is not about scoring ability, it is about handling pressure and making the right decisions. Players like LeBron James or Stephen Curry elevate their teammates in those situations, while Durant, similar to a player like Kawhi Leonard, is more of a scoring weapon than a player who controls the entire system.
I just feel like it just makes it stagnant. I mean, when I come across half and then, you know, they wait on me to drive, but I know they come in a double, so I wait a split second. Like, I just think the whole process is too slow, and I just think that is all on me because the team, when they see me, it just feel like 1-on-5, to be honest.
Some analysts may give credit to the Lakers' defensive strategy, but in reality, there was nothing particularly complex about it. The double teams were simple and effective. It looked more like one team playing with urgency while the other had no answers. Durant, under that pressure, became frustrated and made poor decisions. Whatever criticisms exist about LeBron, one thing he would not do repeatedly is make those same mistakes. That is the key difference. Durant is one of the greatest scorers in basketball history, but when it comes to controlling the pace of the game, organizing teammates, and leading under pressure, he has shown limitations.
Have been a part of. Here's Durant, doubled immediately by James. He's seen this often for this Houston team.
A couple fouls he didn't agree with necessarily. That was a big shot for him.
16 points so far. Working against Reeves. Double comes from James. He took it away. The easy money sniper. Bring 2 to the ball. He just stepped on that midcourt line to backcourt violation.
If you are a Rockets fan or a supporter of Durant, the easiest explanation for an early playoff exit would be his age. He is 37 years old and no longer in his prime. In many situations, that would be a valid argument. However, in this particular series, that explanation does not fully apply. The issues we are seeing go beyond physical decline. They involve decision-making, leadership, and the ability to handle pressure in critical moments, which have been recurring concerns throughout his recent playoff performances.